Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Eric Braeden reveals this woman should been a bigger romantic threat to Victor and Nikki. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers reveal that Eric Braeden just celebrated quite a milestone since he marked 45 years at the CBS soap on February 8. After helping YNR deliver over 4.5 decades of drama, is there anything Braeden regrets? In an interview with TV Insider, Eric Braeden reflected on his long soap career so far and was asked if there was something he wished he could played more over the years. There was only one thing that came to mind for Braeden and involved a woman other than Victor's wife, Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott. It turns out Braeden would liked for Victor and Ashley Abbott's Eileen Davidson relationship to have been more of an ongoing development. Well, I kind of regret that there wasn't this ongoing relationship with Ashley that could have always been looming in the background, but other than that, to be frank with you, no, Braeden said. Although Victor did have a romance with Ashley that included a couple of marriages, it sounds like Braeden thinks she should been a bigger threat to Victor and Nikki's own long-lasting romance. That said, it's pretty amazing that Braeden only has that one regret after all this time. It really says a lot about the trust that Braeden's placed in the writers, and Braeden indeed talked about how much he respects them. Despite disagreeing with what's written from time to time, Braeden insisted his job was to make it real. It can be a tough task, but it's no doubt rewarding as well once Braeden breathes life into what's on the page. That is the challenge, and it's more of a challenge than you realize, Braeden said. But writers are the most unsung people in this business, really. Eric Braeden also shared the heartbreak of losing his home in the California wildfires recently, but he suggested that work has served as a nice distraction. Braeden has been delivering some top-notch performances lately, so we can't wait to see what's still to come for the great Victor Newman. Our predictions point to Victor making some serious waves for Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer and Claire Newman Haley Aaron in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for updates on whether any breakup news will result. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will try to push Summer Newman-Allison Lanier toward a Kyle reunion instead, which could lead to plenty of complications. In a fascinating revelation that has stirred up fans of The Young and the Restless, Eric Braeden, the iconic actor who has portrayed Victor Newman for over 4 decades, has shared some intriguing thoughts on one of the most iconic couples in soap opera history, Victor and Nikki Newman. Known for his sharp wit, larger-than-life presence, and steely portrayal of the powerful business magnate, Braeden's perspective sheds new light on the complex relationship dynamics between Victor and his many romantic entanglements. Through the years, Victor's relationship with Nikki, played by Melody Thomas Scott, has captivated audiences with its roller coaster of passion, betrayal, and redemption. Their on-again, off-again romance has been a central thread in the Young and the Restless storyline, with Nikki often taking center stage as Victor's true love. However, Braeden's recent comments suggest that there was a character one who never quite got her due that could have posed a much more significant challenge to Victor and Nikki's relationship than anyone might have realized. Braeden, in a rare moment of candidness, revealed that he believes the character of Ashley Abbott, portrayed by Eileen Davidson, should have been a much larger romantic threat to Victor. Fans who have followed the show for years will know that Ashley and Victor's relationship has been complicated and filled with unspoken tension, yet it has never quite reached the explosive heights that Braeden feels it deserved. Ashley Abbott has always been a complex character on The Young and the Restless. As the daughter of John Abbott, the head of the wealthy Abbott family, Ashley has always been a woman of great intellect, determination, and beauty. She is, in many ways, the perfect foil to Nikki. She's also strong, independent, and willing to stand up to Victor when she believes he's wrong. However, while Nikki's connection to Victor has always been passionate and enduring, Ashley's relationships with him have been more nuanced, often marked by moments of deep respect, mutual admiration, and undeniable chemistry. Yet, despite their history, Ashley's role as a romantic rival to Nikki has often been underplayed in comparison to other love interests Victor has had. Over the years, viewers have seen Victor embroiled in passionate romances with women like Diane Jenkins, Sabrina Castellana, and even his own former daughter-in-law, Ashley's own sister-in-law, Victoria Newman. Still, through it all, Ashley remained somewhat of a peripheral figure in the battle for Victor's heart. According to Braden, this missed opportunity was a dramatic oversight in the storytelling of The Young and the Restless. The actor went on to elaborate that he felt Ashley's character, with her intelligence and emotional depth, had the potential to truly challenge Victor in a way that no other woman ever did. Rather than simply being a convenient side story, Ashley's emotional connection to Victor could have blossomed into something far more significant, one that would have tested his commitment to Nikki in a much more direct and profound way. What makes Braden's remarks particularly noteworthy is the contrast he draws between the characters of Nikki and Ashley. While Nikki has always been portrayed as Victor's one true love, Ashley, with her business acumen, fierce independence, and complex familial ties, could have been the woman who truly took Victor out of his comfort zone. Whereas Nikki has often been the emotional anchor to Victor's power and ruthlessness, Ashley's more pragmatic approach to life and to her relationships could have shaken Victor's worldview and forced him to confront his own vulnerabilities. One of the key aspects of this would have been the unique bond that Victor and Ashley shared, beyond mere attraction. Their history was not just about chemistry, it was about two people who could see each other for who they really were, flaws and all. They shared a deep respect for one another's intellect, and their conversations about business, family, and ambition were always charged with a level of tension and insight that Victor rarely shared with anyone else. While Nikki was often the emotional counterpart to Victor's ambitions, Ashley represented the intellectual and pragmatic side of Victor's character. Braden also pointed out that the presence of Ashley could have further complicated Victor's complicated relationship with his family. Over the years, Ashley's role in the Abbott family and her strained relationship with her father, Jack Abbott, added layers of complexity to her persona. She was never simply a woman vying for Victor's attention. She was a mother, a sister, and a businesswoman who had her own personal stakes in the dynamics of Genoa City. Her presence in Victor's life could have further complicated his already difficult relationships with his own children and his place in the Newman family. One of the most striking things about Braden's take on Ashley's potential as a romantic rival is the subtext it reveals about Victor's own character. Victor Newman, for all his power and control, has always had his vulnerabilities. His deep emotional attachment to Nikki has been one of his most consistent character traits, yet at the same time, he has often been driven by his desire for power and control. Having a romantic relationship with someone like Ashley, who could match him both intellectually and emotionally, would have been a true challenge to his ego, something he rarely faces. Despite these possibilities, the writers of The Young and the Restless largely chose not to fully explore Ashley's potential as a romantic rival to Nikki. Instead, Ashley's relationship with Victor was often relegated to the background, more about business dealings than personal stakes. In many ways, this decision reflected the broader narrative choices that have shaped The Young and the Restless over the years, choices that often leaned into more dramatic and bombastic romantic entanglements rather than nuanced emotional rivalries. As Braden reflects on this missed opportunity, it's clear that he holds a deep appreciation for Ashley's character and what she could have brought to Victor's world. His belief that she should have been a bigger romantic threat to Nikki highlights the untapped potential of this dynamic in The Young and the Restless. While Victor and Nikki's love story remains one of the most iconic in soap opera history, one can't help but wonder how the show might have evolved if Ashley had been given the chance to step up as a true contender for Victor's heart. Ultimately, Braden's comments provide an insightful look into the inner workings of the young and the restless and the complex web of relationships that have shaped the show over the years. While Victor and Nikki's relationship will always be at the heart of the story, it's fascinating to consider how a character like Ashley Abbott could have added even more layers of intrigue, passion, and drama to an already rich tapestry. In the end, it's these kinds of what-if moments that continue to fuel the imagination of the young and the restless fans, who are always eager to explore the endless possibilities of Genoa City's tangled web of love and betrayal.